I dedicate this panel to the memory of John Scaife, who died on 5th June 1991 at Milestone House, Edinburgh. I'm not qualified to speak of John as a father, husband, lover or brilliant professor, but I can speak of him as a friend. I first met John a few years ago when he came to the Russian Orthodox Church. I didn't know then that John was living with AIDS. I know he came searching for something. I'm not sure he found it, but he loved the music of the Orthodox Church and the beauty of its liturgy. I saw him several times during the festival of 1990 at various Russian shows. He was well and seemed happy. It was in the autumn of that year that John's health began to deteriorate, and he told us that he had AIDS. It was at this time that I got to know him better and visited him at home and in Milestone House. John was amongst its first residents. Even in his illness, John had a sense of humor and the most engaging sparkle in his eye. This he never lost. As John became weaker, his courage and dignity showed through all his suffering. Everyone who got to know him held him in a great affection and high esteem. John became quite disfigured as a result of his Kaposi sarcoma, but he never lost that lovely twinkle in his eyes. One of his proudest moments was when, although confined to a wheelchair, he went in person to receive the award of Fellow of the Royal Society Edinburgh for his research work. When John was dying, his wife, daughters and close friends sat with him, holding hands and singing, "Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home." John died peacefully and had gone home, and we miss him. At his packed funeral, which untied a very wide section of humanity to give thanks for John's life, we sang "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." I shall never forget that moment. The panel is a personal one to the John I knew. The man who lived in Leningrad spoke Russian and was fascinated like me by that great nation, and who was moved by the splendor of the Russian Orthodox liturgy. So this panel contains those elements that I knew of John's life. The little Russian church, the candles always burning in the darkest place of a sign of hope, a prayer, an unspoken longing in memory. The Matryoshka dolls, we all have them. The fortress of St. Peter and Paul in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, where John had lived. The Russian phrase on John's panel in Cyrillic script in the traditional Russian blessing for the dead, which means "May your memory be eternal," and it's pronounced "Вечная память." May your memory be eternal. John, you will never be forgotten. Your life has touched ours, and we always remember your name.